Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Check my headset on. Good morning, Keith K.L. Belvin, crisis specialist, author, educator. Pray everything is well with you. Sorry about yesterday, guys, and I'm sorry about being late today. Yesterday, I don't know what happened on this app, and I'm trying to rock out with it because when it's not glitching, it's actually been pretty good. My HAPS broadcasting app that I'm on. So yesterday's video just got the Matrix. That's all we can say is the Matrix got that one. So I was unable to upload it. So I didn't want you to think I left you hanging yesterday. And I'm a little late today because I was out at the park getting it in. I find as much as I enjoy the gym, I enjoy walking at the park. And there's just something about walking um, that's better than walking on a treadmill. When you're walking outside, it's just better than walking on a treadmill. And as I was saying yesterday, to all my folks of size, listen to me. I know it hurts. I do. I'm in perpetual pain because of my knees. Nothing I can do about it unless I decide to get my knees cut open and replaced. I'm not doing it, so I deal with the pain. But the goal is getting out and moving the best you can, and knowing that you're doing it for you. I don't. When I go to the park, I'm not worried about what other people think. I'm worried about just doing what I do for me and for my family because it's what I need to do. Because that's what our focus is. And today, I don't know what it was about today. Today felt much better than yesterday. Also, I don't know if it's just the energy that I gave off because I was feeling much better today, even though I was in more pain than yesterday. So, and I always smile and say hello to everybody, even though I have my headsets on, so a lot of the time I can't hear what they're saying, but universal smile and wave, and I say good morning. So I saw a couple of elderly ladies walking with looked like their granddaughter. And then a gentleman had a very big dog. I don't know what kind of dog it was, but it looked like a gigantic poodle. So I'm normally not one to walk over strange dogs, but the gentleman was allowing the dog to come closer. So I'm like, okay, either he really wants his dog to bite me, or looking at the dog's tail and his excitement, I don't think he wanted to bite me. So of course I held my hand out, let him sniff me. And Lord, this dog jumped up and he had to be almost 6 feet tall. But I had no problem with it because his tail was wagging and he was having a good time trying to show me some love. And I realized it was the energy that I was giving off as well. And you know what? The real MVP of today was 80 and 90s hip hop. But the energy that I gave off, it came back. So I want to say that to anybody who's sitting right now and trying to figure out what they should do, how they should do it, just do first. Just get out, do, and see what happens, okay? So, if this is your first time watching, again, as I said, I am Keith K.L. Belvin, crisis specialist, author, and educator. And I come on every day, Monday through Friday. I try to get on 9:30. I was a little late today. 9:30 every morning from Monday through Friday, to just bring up things that I think are going to be um, inspirational or effective or educational or informative in your life. And I do that because this is how I use my platform. And I hope, I believe that I'm helping others. And so what I need you to do right now is I need you to like this. I need you to share this. And I need you, let's see, this hump day. So we're going to tag 3 people. All right. Wednesday, going to tag 3 people. And let me give a shout out to the sponsor, Chef Danielle Moore. Shout out to Chef Danielle Moore. She is the owner and operator of Ethel and Annie Mae's Soul Food Kitchen at 497 Albany Avenue, Crown Heights section of Brooklyn. You can check out her page at Ethel_Annie Mae's Soul Food on Instagram, or you can just check out Chef Danielle on Facebook, which is Danielle Chef Moore, or BK Chef Danielle on Instagram. Tell her that KL sent you. Make sure you ask her about the bench. If you've been watching me, you know I already explained to you about the bench. But what I want is I want us to start supporting our own, not just in talk. We have to start fighting for our establishments to remain open, because when we have people who care and is trying to give back to the community, it is our job to find a way to help sustain them, because in sustaining them, we are sustaining ourselves, believe it or not. Now, with that said, make sure that you check out Chef Danielle. Where's my Brooklyn folks? Stand up. Where's my South Jamaica, Queens folks? Y'all watching 50 Cent's Raising Canaan, I think it is. I got to go back and finish watching. I started watching the beginning of it. Oh, did it take me back home when I was seeing all the areas of South Jamaica. Also, I'm glad that I moved. But anyway, all right, so that's what we're going to do. Shout out to the sponsor. All right, so today's message, admitting that there's a problem. Admitting. Now, as you guys know, and I've said, I'm a crisis specialist. What is that? What is a crisis specialist? Well, it is what it sounds like. I am a person that helps people who are in crisis. I am a person who, by education, by choice, and by design, I was created to do this. Yes, God made me to do this. And I'm going to keep trying to get my glasses clear. But yes, I was designed to help other people. I went to school to learn how to educate or teach other people. And then I went back to school to learn how to counsel other people. So I have a master's degree in education, but not just education. I specialize in curriculum writing, assessments, and teaching. And then my other master's degree, my more recent master's degree, is in human service counseling, specializing in Christian ministry. And you may go, counseling and Christian ministry? Oh, yeah, that's what I do. Because one of the things that I have learned over the years is that many of us who are of the Christian faith, we tend to not seek help, and we want to lay it all at the feet of the pastor or other church members, when in actuality, we can get help and still be connected to our faith. I actually bring that to the table, and I actually talk to churches to help them pay for it, to help pay for you to get the services that you need. Yeah, I create mental health ministries. So that is one of the reasons why mental health is very important to me, because in the communities of color, it has been swept under the rug. It has not been discussed. And so unfortunately, we don't know how, in many cases, how to in a healthy way, purge ourselves of negative feelings. Now, we just saw Simone Biles, the great Simone Biles, step out. As we saw the same thing with Osaka in tennis, step away from the sports that they love to protect their mental. And they're being criticized for it. And I have an issue with that, but I don't have a large enough platform to yell at enough people, but I would, because they should be praised. Praised. Now listen to me. And if you understand what I'm about to say, you're going to put a 1 in the chat room. Not yet, because I'm going to tell you what I got to say. Then you put the 1 in the chat room. When you can step up and leave millions of dollars on the table because you are concerned on protecting your mental health, you deserve to be praised, because millions of people suffer in silence. And every person of color should get behind those two sisters, because the myth of the super strong black woman is what is destroying black women. And brothers, we're right behind them, because black women have a whole lot of extra weight put on them because of the weight placed on us. And the attempted destruction of men of color has fell over to women of color, which then they have to hold up the whole world. So when they then decide to have a career or decide to become something greater than themselves, the world presses back in a very difficult and negative way, and then demands that they hold up under it. And when our sisters say enough is enough, I need to take a break, they're ridiculed. Brothers, don't allow that to happen. I don't care what you do, on what level you do it. Big up these sisters on your page. Highlight these sisters on your page. Combat the negatives that you may see from your page. Give these sisters positive energy. Give these sisters a voice in your arena. We've seen the same thing with Serena, where they refuse to acknowledge her greatness. Apply so much pressure to her that when she does have an outburst, they ridicule her. But yet, if you ever listen to when she had that blowout with the judge, she said you wouldn't do this to any of the men. And then take that and then put melanin into the mix. And you wonder why she has the attitude that she has. I love it, by my way. Because when you're great, they're going to come at you. But back to Simone Biles. Let me just say this. She is the most recognized Olympian in the Olympics, not just the American team, in the Olympics. But here's what no one is talking about. They are punishing her for being great, removing moves because they say it's unfair because she can do it. So imagine being so good that they want you to dumb yourself down, lessen yourself so other folks can catch up. Imagine what that does to you mentally. You can put your ones in the chat room if you haven't already. If you recognize or you can connect with what I'm saying, throw a one in the chat room. Imagine what that is mentally. And then you have the weight of trying to win an Olympic gold medal. Now, here's what no one talks about, but rock with me on this. You're representing a country that when you come home won't represent you. Every Olympian of color has struggled with going and performing at the highest level with USA strapped across their chest and on their back to come home to said country that will then treat them like trash once they put the gold medal up. And you go into the competition knowing that. And you go into the competition knowing that if you don't perform, that same country that will crush you when you win will obliterate you when you lose. You already start to see it with Simone Biles. We've already seen it with Osaka, and she's representing Japan. I'm not even, was Megyn Kelly attacking her for photo shoots that she did, attacking her because she looked much better. Megyn Kelly looked like a ghost. But at the same time, attacking her mental health, attacking her for doing covers of magazines. You're attacking the woman for how she makes her money when it doesn't affect you at all, but that's what happens in this country. So when all of that is seen by the ordinary man or woman like you and I, we tend to panic and then we close ourselves off to the world because we feel like we're going to be victimized if we open up and say we have a problem. So let me speak to you right now. And who are you? You is who I'm talking to. If you know that you have some things that just doesn't feel right, but you don't want to say anything. You, if you got to get out of here and go to work, take care of your kids, take care of your husband, your boyfriend, take care of whatever, but nobody asks you, are you okay? You who at work, the minute that you're upset, you're the angry woman, but when everything is good, everybody love you. You who they turn to and give you work that sometimes they don't give other folks, and then ignore the fact that they gave it to you. You, if you're the person who you know you should have been given the promotion, but for some strange reason, they just don't give it to you and use any excuse. And you're supposed to hold all that in and still be okay. Now, if you haven't figured out yet, I'm talking to black women. But brothers, I'm not leaving you out of the picture either, because we have a whole set of mental issues that we deal with. So to the brothers, if you're frustrated that you know you can do certain work, but they don't offer it, they don't open up certain doors when you have all the criteria behind your name, when it seems like you are more fighting with brothers than actually being able to collaborate and do business with them. Do you have bosses that seem to just look past you as if you don't matter when it's like, yo, what am I doing? And those of us in the entrepreneur spot, how do we deal with our own who walk right past us and put money into the hands of those who don't look like us? And then when we say something about it, they treat us badly. So you see, we all have mental strife. My question to you, whoever you are, how are you dealing with it? Are you admitting it that it's even there? Or are you just ignoring it and giving the classic? Now rock with me on this. I'm okay. The classic, I'm okay. When everything is just feeling upside down and every which way, and you say, girl, you okay? I'm okay. You good? I'm good. I seen it with my grandmother, suffering from cancer. She didn't know it was cancer at the time. She had a growth. I didn't know this. I noticed she was in some pain, but she was hiding it. And I noticed she had had hip replacement surgery. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so anti getting anything replaced. My grandmother had hip surgery. And up until when she had her hip surgery, she was falling because she was having problems with her hip. She had the surgery. Okay, everything was good. And, but then not too long after that, she's dealing with her grandchildren and stuff like that. Great grandchildren, I think. No, grandchildren. And I noticed that she just wasn't feeling well. And she didn't really lose a lot of weight. And then one day I said to her, "You okay?" And she said, "No, I'm fine." But the clothes that she was wearing, I could see that something was wrong. And then when he took her to have the growth checked out, it turned out to be cancer. And some type of cancer that it ripped through her quickly, and she was gone within a couple of months. But my grandmother was the epitome of no matter what was going on with her, she would say, "I'm good, I'm okay, I'm fine." She'd go read the Bible, she would pray, and she'd go on about her day. And I think one of the reasons why I press so hard to try to help people is because I wish I could have did more to help her. But there was nothing I could do because she was a strong Black woman. And I wouldn't be who I was if it wasn't for her and my mom. Two strong women who didn't have men to help them, but also did not know how to ask for help. My mother, too. I begged my mother to leave New York and come live with me in Delaware. She would give me all these excuses, and they were excuses because every argument that she would try to give, like one, she said, "All my doctors are here," and I said, "Mom, they have doctors here in Delaware." All my friends, but she didn't really have that many friends that she couldn't replace. And I know a lot of it was just fear of coming to a new place, whatever, but I get it. But then, it led to some health issues, and then unfortunately, my mother's no longer here. And I don't know who needed to hear this today, male or female, white or Black. You have to admit there is a problem if you ever expect to deal with it. Let me say that again, because I don't just come on and say I'm a crisis specialist, I'm an author, an educator, just for the sake of saying it. I say it because I'm trying to explain to you, whoever you are, that I come to the table with receipts. I come to the table, have put in the work in. It's not about money. What it's about is being in a position to help from a professional point of view. Do I get paid for what I do? Yes. Do I charge a fee for what I do? Yes. But you wouldn't expect any less from your doctor. You wouldn't expect anything less from your mechanic, and you pay both of them. I'm just a mental health mechanic. And the reason why is because I sit down and I study daily to make sure that I have an understanding of the various things that someone may bring to me. Because when you have a hashtag like I do, bring me your pain. When you're asking somebody to bring their pain to you, you damn sure better be ready. But here's what I learned. And again, the reason why I have that hashtag is because I'm asking you. Bring me that smoke. Bring me that problem. Let's go. I'm ready. But I can't do any of that. I can't get in the game, coach, until you admit that you have a problem. Why else would you call me? Why else would you reach out to me if you don't admit that there's something wrong? Why would you put me in the game if you didn't realize something is not working? Now, my job is to show up. And again, I apologize for showing up late today. But the reason why I show up is I want you to understand who I am, what I do, why I do it, and what I do it for. Now, I went to the park today, and I put a video up earlier. You may see it on my page. And I went to the park today because I'm trying to address myself. I was going to the gym, and I've been going to the gym. But I just said, you know what? Every day I drop off KL, I see this beautiful park, and I'll come home, do what I got to do, and then go to the gym. And I said, you know what? I'm going to the park. And oh my God, walking outside was tough. There's a big body to carry around, guys. I'm not a small dude. But it was just the idea of being outside. And like I said, the idea of having to put masks back on indoors doesn't work for me because I hate masks. I don't want my mouth covered for any reason, but I'll do it. But just to be outside, have the 80s and 90s hip hop not blasting, but playing in my ear. And then seeing other people that smile, that wave, and then looking off into the far distance and going, there's the bench I'm going to get to. So I can see the goal. Today I walked a little further past that because there's a whole walking trail. And I'm going to walk it eventually. I'm going to walk this whole big, gigantic park before it's all said and done. Mark my words. Just not right now, not all at the same time. Don't overdo it and then hurt yourself, and then you can't do it. Take your time. Park ain't going nowhere. But I do it because that's how I'm addressing my mental health. And then I'll either text or call my wife before, or I'll text and call her afterwards. And then I'm supposed to go bowling later on this afternoon to practice. I'll probably do that. I got some work to do. But guys, you cannot deal with any problem. Let me just say this. You cannot deal with any problem that you have if you don't admit that it exists. You cannot find the person who will help you if you don't first acknowledge that something is wrong. And stop turning to people in your life who have no idea how to help you, because they're going to repeat what they heard on television, repeat what they heard on social media, and that could do you so much worse. Put a one in the chat room if you have asked somebody who's cool with you for help and you knew when they were talking that that was the wrong idea. Talk to me. Come on. Put a one in the chat room if you have done that. Talk to somebody about your problems, and when they started explaining to you how to fix it, you were like, hell no, I ain't doing that. But you didn't tell them. I know you didn't. And you know what the crazy part is? I deal with people who would tell me, well, this person on Clubhouse, this person on Instagram, this person on Twitter, this person on Facebook. I go, what person? Did you check them out? Did you know anything about them? Did you do any research? So you just listening to random people because they sound like they know what they're talking about? Contact Liberty University and see if I'm a graduate. Contact Walden University, see if I'm a graduate. Contact York College, CUNY, City University of New York, and see if I'm a graduate. Contact Kingsborough Community College, all right? City University of New York, and ask am I a graduate. Do a Google search, and you will see the interviews and stuff that I've done. You can go to my website and see some of the testimonials. I come with receipts because I'm not going to climb into someone's life and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I don't know what I'm talking about. To me, not only is that malpractice, I don't want to face God on those terms. I don't want to face God telling and have to try to figure out what I'm going to say to God when I ask people to come when I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And let me tell you something. And this goes to all my professional folks out there. Hear me on this. You can sell anything you want to anybody. Bring them to the table based on a lie and hurt them and see if you don't pay a price for it. That's why y'all heard me say a person in my life a couple of weeks ago brought to my attention that a few years back, my focus wasn't what it was supposed to be. And I was kind of being hypocritical in how I was doing things. And I'm so glad she did. Even though it was years ago, I needed that reminder to stay focused. I needed that reminder of you can't be here doing this and then try to, no. You're either all in or all out. And I needed that reminder because I'm human. So I don't come in front of you guys and say, get with me because I'm not who I am. I got my struggles too. And I shout out to my wife. My wife had to remind me a few years back, like, hey, that's not the type of behavior I expect from you. I'm not going to argue with that. Thank you. Because I wasn't, and when she gave me her point of view, I was like, ooh, I didn't look at it that way. No degrees, none of just the fact that she was being honest. And I love her for that. And you need to have people in your life who are honest with you. If your boys, your girls are not honest with you, why they with you? If you can't turn to them and be like, yo, I'm doing X, Y, and they be like, yo, that's whack. What are you doing? If you got nothing but yes people around you, you are heading to crash. You're going to crash. I'm telling you right now. So what I'm saying to whoever needed to hear this morning, and if you're watching this, you need to hear this, and you should have shared it. Thank you, Fred. I just saw you share it. Thank you so much. You need to like this, share this, and I told you, tag 3 people, because there's 3 people in your circles. If you're one of them, that's fine. There's 3 people that's connected to you. You may be one who are scared to admit what's wrong because you're worried about how people are going to react to whatever your problem is. Well, let me tell you this. I'm here for all of that. Bring it. Bring it. Bring me your pain. I'm going to tell you why. Because I believe you and I, when we come together with the idea of trying to fix what's wrong, we can fix this. Because if I can't help you with it, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm going to help you find somebody who can. I have no problem with handing you off to someone that I trust to let them help you and get the hell out the way. I am not the end all, the be all of everything. I'd be a fool to think that way. I know my lane. I know my place. I know my thoughts. I know my abilities. And when something is above my pay grade, I get the hell out the way and let somebody who's better trained to do that. You know how I know? I have a coach that I pay. I have a business coach and a literary coach. And I've written 5 books and worked on 50. So why would I hire somebody to help me literary-wise? You know why? Because her resume presents that. Shout out to Turkessa Colvin. Shout out to Glenn P. Brooks Jr. And I have a mentor who's not scared, as he jokes, to kick me with compassion. Shout out to Brian Groves over in Italy. Appreciate all 3 of you. And I surround myself with folks that are going to elevate me, push me to certain points, and then hold me accountable to who I say I am, who I appear to be. And who you see like this is who you will see when you meet me in public. And if anybody didn't know me, okay, anybody that's watching right now, and again, I'm on multiple platforms, so I can't see everybody. If you have been around me physically, I mean in the same room with me, put a 3 in the chat room if I'm the same person online that I am in public. Actually, I'm more crazy in public. Put a 3 if you've been around me physically. Let other folks know if this may be the first time somebody's seeing me. Put 3s in the chat room if you have been around me physically, and tell me if I'm the same person in public that I am online. And I guarantee you I'll get at least 1 3. At least 1. And I can't see it, and I'll go back and I'll read all the comments because I try to be the same person because I ain't got no time to be faking it. That's why when I deal with a lot of upper level folks, they're in so much pain, but they have to fake it in public because of their public persona, but inside they're dying. I refuse to be that. I refuse to give away my peace to try to make somebody else feel good about themselves. I did that when I was married before. That is why you'll hear me say I am happily divorced and happily remarried. Yes, you can be both. How, Keith? How, Sway? How? Easy. I thank God that I came to the realization that my last marriage wasn't working. And I left. And I needed that to protect my own mental and spiritual and physical stability. And in return, God brought me somebody who replaced all that I gave up and then some. And I almost messed it up. I almost gave it away because I didn't know how to let go of previous negative behaviors. That's how I know some of you need help. It is how I know some of you need to reach out because you're struggling with who you were, but you're focusing on trying to be who you want to be. And you're caught in that struggle and you don't know how to let it go. That's why you call me. Because I'm going to hold you accountable to what you say you want to be. And then I'm going to show you how to let go of who you were. This is why I deal with personal and spiritual transformation. They are ongoing things. They're not just, oh, you did it, that's it. No, personal transformation is an ongoing transformation. Spiritual transformation is an ongoing transformation. Physical transformation, you see it, is an ongoing transformation. I'm here for all of that. So as I bring this to a close, I will leave you with this. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm going to say it again. 1, like this, share this, tag 3 people. Let's get that out of the way. You should have liked this by now. I pray that you like it. Share this because somebody in your circles need to hear who I am from you. And then you need to tag 3 people. You need to actually go get 3 people and go, girl, get over here. Yo, my dude, you need to see this dude. Okay, we got that out of the way. I'm going to leave you with this. Suffering in silence is like sipping small amounts of poison. It may not kill you quickly, but it'll make you feel uncomfortable and it'll kill you slowly. And until you put the poison down and let someone come in to help put your hand down, let that bottle go, let's show you that you don't need this poison, you will literally destroy yourself quietly, silently, and all other things, simply because you refuse to open up your mouth and say to somebody, can you help me? Now, let me give you this as well. You will ask some people for help, and they will tell you no. Prepare yourself. Do not let that deter you, because they may not be the person for you. The no may be God's way of saying, not that person. Keep going. But if you have someone like me who's asking you, I'm at the door waving, this way, come on, let's go. You can stay out there and get roughed off by the poison if you want to, or you can come in here and let me help. I'm actually holding my flag saying, right here, I want in the game. Put me in. Yeah, but I got poison. Let's go. I got the antidote. Let's go. Yeah, but I've been this way for my whole life. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I want in. Yeah, but what if I can't change? No, we got that. Come on, let's talk. And we go through all your excuses. And I'll get you there. And if not, I'll go find somebody who can, because now you got 2 people. But here's the beauty. I'm not caught up in your emotion. Nope. I'm actually trying to draw it out of you because I'm an empath. Give it to me. I'll absorb it and push it out another way. That didn't sound too good, right? I'll release it. I'll release it in another way. So I'm going to get ready to go, guys. I got a day. I'm going to go grab some breakfast, and then I got to get some work, and I got a lunch and learn I got to try to get to. I got to just check my schedule because I know I have 2 calls today, and then I got to try to go and practice today. I'm back to bowling, and I'm the president of my bowling team, and some work. But that's how, again, I'm trying to, I told you, now that COVID relief, but now we back to wearing masks. So, anyway, I'm not talking about that. I'm not letting any bad energy in on right now. I'll deal with those thoughts later, because you still have to deal with the negative. It just doesn't have to control you. All right, guys, I am Keith K.L. Belvin, crisis specialist, award-winning author, educator. More importantly, I am a man who wants to help you with your pain. I cannot do it until you open up your mouth and let me know. I would love to get on a call with you. Call is free. Let's talk. Let's see if I'm the person that you need to introduce to what's wrong and help you make that work. Okay? Just reach out. Go to my bio if you want to set up a call. Go to my bio if you're on Facebook. Click the link tree. You'll see Discovery Session. Click that. If you're on Twitter, same thing. It's in my bio. Click the link, and it'll take you to go through all the steps. All right? Have a wonderful, wonderful day, guys. Get out. Do something that's going to help relax yourself and to give you a quality mental space. Take care. God bless, guys. Let's see what we got here. Kindred, huh? Kindred, the family soul, break it down. Have a good day, guys. God bless. Can't break it down.